Warriors! Good morning! Felt so good today, I did my hair for you guys. Well, I put it in a bun, it's looking a little cray-cray. Guess what? I slept in today, Warriors. You know why? Because my son has his ninja graduation coming up. I didn't even work out this morning, but I'm still here for you guys. So you're probably waiting for your video this morning, but I'm Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. I'm the coach that says, don't believe a word I say. Why the hell would a coach say that? If you teach a man or woman to fish, they will eat for a lifetime. If I just hand you a fish, you will eat for a day. As my boy William says, if I teach you how to farm, you will eat for a lifetime. Now, Warriors, would you agree? Or maybe you're new to the crypto space, but the narrative is getting thick. Buy Bitcoin. Don't buy Bitcoin. Dogecoin. Don't get Dogecoin. The market's going to dump. It's going to... Whoo-wee, Warriors. If you are emotional and if you don't know the game, you're going to get played, Warriors. As I always say, we didn't know in the movie Wizard of Oz who was behind the curtain. And didn't it shock you as a little kid? You're going along the yellow brick road. You got Toto. You got the freaking Tin Man. You got, all the people in there. And you get there and you're really excited. Oh, and then you pull back the curtain and you're like, what the hell is this? Welcome to the world of investing. Welcome to the economic system. Welcome to fantasy economics. The beautiful thing about it, Warriors, if you understand the game and you think like a billionaire, and you move like a billionaire, maybe one day you can become the elite and change the narrative. That's what I'm planning on doing. All right, let's get right into it, Warriors. A lot of exciting news. I want to show you a YouTube video. One of my Warriors sent this to me. This guy, he doesn't look like he needs any subscribers, but he's phenomenal. So I watch a lot of his videos, and one of my Warriors sent this over, and he said, go to minute 5 in the video. He explains a really cool perspective on why Tesla bought Bitcoin. Because this is what I've said to you guys in my videos, and I can't explain it as well as him. His YouTube channel here is Meet Kevin. He's got 1.4 million subscribers, so give him about 1.5 million by subscribing to his channel. He's amazing. His content's phenomenal. Let's give him a little like real quick. Boom, show our respects. Boom, there we go. So Kevin explains in this video way better than I ever can, right? A lot smarter people in the world than me. He's really, really good at explaining economics. Now, the thing about it is I've told you guys over and over again, just like I run multiple companies, I make decisions that people aren't even going to understand. And people will speculate and talk shit behind my back or positive behind my back based on their what? Truth. Their perception of their reality. And that's okay. Tesla's making decisions for the betterment of their company. Think about that. He's pumping Dogecoin for a reason to benefit them. Bill Gates is making moves to benefit him. Okay, so Warriors, what you need to start doing is stuff that benefits your truth. Not making decisions because Elon Musk does it. Not because Bill Gates does it. Not because some long-haired hippie guy tells you to do it. You should do it because it feels good to you, Warriors. But he explains it really, really neat of why Tesla may have went into Bitcoin. Because there's a lot of tax benefits to having losses, and there's ways to show gain. So he explains it very, very well. And then I'm going to show you Bill Gates' perspective on Bitcoin, okay? And then, Bill Gates is linked to Ripple. And then I want to show some bullish news around Cardano because Cardano is exploding. It's a big part of our Warriors portfolio. And then I want to show you the narrative around Bitcoin and crypto. A lot of people say crypto's fake, but I want to show you something about your taxes. We learned a lot about in our Warrior Academy last Thursday. We had a tax expert on around crypto. And it's a wild, wild west. It's time to roll. Let's watch this video.
Your own conclusions on this as well in terms of Ethereum versus Bitcoin. That's not the point of this video. The point of this in relation to Tesla is just to say, hey, if Elon spawns another one of these amongst institutions, hey, there's no reason you couldn't see Bitcoin go again from 10,000 to 44. So maybe, is it going to 4x again? I don't know. Maybe will it double again? Can we get to $105,000? That's a little bit more of my target, 105 plus. We'll see how high it could end up going. But this is some good information to have. That's part one. Now, let's talk about part two, which part two is a little bit more of the Tesla secret. So we've got this conclusion on search trends. Now, the Tesla secret. All right. So the Tesla secret has to do with some specific verbiage that nobody really understands in the SEC report that Tesla put together. Here it is. The verbiage right here says that these assets are going to be considered indefinite lived intangible assets. Okay. So I, prior to hearing this, had absolutely no idea what that meant. Here you go. Digital assets are considered indefinite lived intangible assets. So I did a little bit of hunting. and I found something really interesting. I found this right here. This right here says that when you are looking or understanding an indefinite life asset, you have to do something known as impairment. And this is when you file your quarterlies or your annual reports. You have to do this thing called impairment. And so let's explain what that means. We're going to keep this nice and simple because a lot of this is like, I mean, it's complicated for me, and if you're watching this, it's going to be complicated too. So we're going to keep this very simple. I'm going to read this line here. An impairment cost must be included under expenses when the carrying value of a non-current asset, like a Bitcoin, so if the carrying value is, let's say, 1.5 billion, we'll call that the carrying value. Okay, got it. So an impairment cost must be included under expenses when the carrying value of a non-current asset exceeds, so when this is greater than, the recoverable amount, which would be the current market value, what you could sell it for. So in other words, if Bitcoin sells off and it goes down to, let's say, 1.2 billion, right? So basically, Tesla just lost $300 million in that example, right? So in other words, if Tesla loses money on Bitcoin, they have to expense that loss, even if they're just holding it. So it's kind of like you looking at your Robinhood going,
Okay, so this is as much as I want to show you, because I want to pay due respects, because he does a phenomenal job explaining that. I want you to go watch it on his YouTube channel. It's a great video. Watch the whole video. Now, I own multiple companies. We have a CFO who does these spreadsheets, way smarter than me. I get these spreadsheets. Me and Kevin get these spreadsheets on a weekly basis. What he's saying is Bitcoin, if it comes at a loss, it doesn't matter to Elon Musk and Tesla. That comes off their earned income. It comes as an expense. Think about that. That lowers the tax liability. So they win either way. Now, are you thinking that way with your cryptocurrency? Think about that, Warriors. There's things that are happening behind the scenes. That's why you have to make decisions that feel right to you. That's why my portfolio is fundamental cryptocurrencies that are going to change the world. I don't buy because Elon Musk is. I don't buy because Bill Gates is. But you got the other narrative going on. So you see right here, you say, should I invest in Bitcoin, right? Should you invest in Bitcoin? Bill Gates says yes, but only if you're Elon Musk, okay? Microsoft CEO Bill Gates has said that Bitcoins are not for him because he has less money than Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Okay, I think he's being facetious. Nikola Tesla, or I keep calling him Nikola Tesla. Oh gosh, what I just forgot. Elon Musk is now supposedly the richest person in the world. Microsoft CEO Bill Gates has an interesting take on who should buy Bitcoin. Gates has said that anybody who has less money than Musk should not invest in Bitcoin. I agree with him. Musk has been very vocal about this in his passion for Bitcoin. Microsoft CEO has an interest to take on who should buy Bitcoin. Being the third richest man in the world, says that Bitcoin are not for him because he has less money than Tesla CEO Elon Musk. So basically, anybody who has less money than Musk should not invest in Bitcoin. Musk has been very vocal about his passion for Bitcoin. His company Tesla invested $1.5 billion into the cryptocurrency. Now, what is he saying right here, right? So Bitcoin, as you rush into Bitcoin, you're trying to make your quick profits, right? You're buying some Satoshis. What I'm hearing him say, this is my perception. Look at this. Bill and Melinda Gates, just my perception, not a financial advisor. I go off my gut. How Bill Gates is using cryptocurrency Ripple to fight global poverty. That's what we're working to do, is eradicate poverty. So the potential for using blockchain to real good in the world is no longer just a concept. And you can have your opinion on Bill Gates, whatever. I'm not talking about Bill Gates and my opinion on him. I'm talking about what the hell is happening in the real economics, not fantasy economics. If you're reading this article, you obviously have access to a computer or a smartphone. You have a roof over your head, Wi-Fi, and education. Sure, you worked hard for these things, but you also most likely are in a country that has an infrastructure in place that made all these things possible. So what Bill and Melinda Gates is, taking out, the nefarious part of what the concept is they're trying to bring internet to everybody and connect the whole world, right? So if you just take the human part of it, that's what they're doing, okay? They are invested in Ripple's partner to come together, okay? So what he's saying here is this guy explained it perfectly. Kevin, right? Meet Kevin, as he explained it perfectly. Does that make sense? He has billions of dollars, and guess what? He can take that off his expenses as a loss if he loses. Can you do that? Probably not, Warriors, unless you own companies like I do, okay? So we're starting to, just so you guys know, I talked to my CFO. We're going to start, not only do I invest personally, but we're actually going to have our company, we're getting it set up as the corporation to start in dollar cost averaging into Ethereum. That's what we're going to be doing. That's what we made a decision to do. So we're going to get our company involved. Why? Because the Wizard of Oz behind the scenes, there's going to be tax benefits and huge gains. Okay, so I do want to share this bullish content. Cardano ADA is now the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap. It is exploding, and this is a big part of our portfolio in the crypto and the Warrior Academy. The cryptocurrency rose 1.3 or $1.30, beating out its previous all-time high set in January 2018. The native cryptocurrency of Cardano blockchain ADA has broken to fresh all-time high of $1.30 per coin. I'm hearing it could go to $9. That's what I've been hearing. It's good enough to become the third largest cryptocurrency when measured by market capitalism, $39 billion. A competitor to Ethereum blockchain, Cardano was launched in 2017 and mainly backed by business venture Input Output Hong Kong. The blockchain is a creation of Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskins, who is now the CEO. This is bullish. If you have ADA in your portfolio, as we do in our Warrior Academy, we are kicking ass with ADA. Now I want to share with you guys, we got our eyes opened last Thursday in our Warrior Call, our private Warrior Academy. We had a tax professional who I'm now using for our taxes come speak to our group. It was pretty remarkable. She shared with me the ins and outs of, she's also a tax professional, but also helps people when they're in tax trouble. So we got the best of both worlds, right? And we got our eyes open to taxes. And I want you to think about something. Your family that's saying cryptocurrency is a fraud, why would the IRS have this right on top of your new tax forms? Okay? It asks you, have you bought or sold cryptocurrency? These are signals that this is where we're heading, Warriors. It can be super easy, or it can be insanely complicated. Need to report Bitcoin trades to the IRS? Read this first, okay? So this is pretty interesting. The narrative's getting thick, okay? Treasury Department Secretary Janet Yellen is not big on Bitcoin, a point she reiterated recently when she called the digital currency as speculative and inefficient. That doesn't mean Yellen and the department she leads, which includes Internal Revenue Service, don't care about the cryptocurrency. They want their money, baby. Now that's income tax filing season. People holding Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will see the IRS actually very curious about taxpayers' cryptocurrency transactions. So much so that he is tweaked, so much so they tweaked the first page of the 1040. The main piece of the income tax paperwork for tax, it's the main piece that's on there. It says to ask taxpayers if they received, sold, sent, or exchanged otherwise acquired financial interest in virtual currency. A yes could mean more taxes, but not necessarily, tax experts told MarketWatch. So cryptocurrencies keep achieving a progressively higher profile. Last week, Bitcoin hit its aggregate value of above $1 trillion. As more people eye cryptocurrencies, more people have to face tax rules to play. It can be super easy, or it can be insanely complicated, said Matt Metras of MDN Financial Services in New York. Some transactions can spur multiple tax events at once, but tax professionals have sent IRS guidance to work it out. The great thing, Warriors, there's no need to freak out about. There's apps that can attach to your what do you call it? Your wallets, what do you call it? I'm kidding. My brain. Your wallets, your online exchanges that actually do the math for you, right? There's also tax professionals that are getting into this type of stuff. So it's just something to think about. The narrative, Warriors. Cryptocurrency is here to stay. Think about it. They're working on the new CBDC. They're getting the public involved. So, Warriors, I just wanted to bring this information to you guys. And the point behind this is not to confuse you. It's to understand the game, to get detailed with your cryptocurrency, to understand the white paper, understand tokenomics. Every single Wednesday, we're going to have CryptoCito and a cryptocurrency expert explaining DeFi next week. Last week on Wednesday, we talked about exit strategies. You got to know the game, Warriors, because if you listen to your buddy at the bar, or you listen to your buddy at the girl at the hair salon or the nail salon or at the barber shop, you're going to get wrecked, Warriors. The 1% of the population owns 97% of the wealth, not because they taught us the game. So I'm here to teach you the game, Warriors, so you can understand, you can bring the money back to your people. Like I said, I'm a believer in God. I follow the life of Jesus. I'm non-religious. I love everybody. So if I said anything incorrect or something you don't agree with, say what you mean. If don't say it mean down in the comments. Let's educate and learn to grow, learn together. Let's come together as one community to raise the people up, to understand subconscious mind programming. So not only can we get the money, we can change the narrative, but we can maintain that money. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world, which you believe believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. Warriors, rise! Let's go.